Hey you, so in this video, tank and spot price, can you buy? Going to be going over just that plus Q&A. So if you like what you hear / see and you haven't done so already, please do go ahead and subscribe. So I hope everybody's doing well in these trying, troubled, worrisome times. And everybody's doing fine. Got toilet roll, essentials, paper, everything that you need to get by. So here we are again. I've got another video out and just going to be going over a few Q&As and also speak on the tank and spot price. Can you buy? Currently, from what I've seen, a lot of dealers, UK wise especially, it went from, lock in your price now and we'll deliver as soon as we can get your delivery date. Now it's just to make a purchase, and some dealers are when we can arrange delivery. I don't know what the current situation is with the whole delivery service. Here the largest body is going to be Romel, but I can imagine a lot of their staff are going to be taking time off. They're doing a lot of handling and parceling, so I don't know whether they're going to actually cease. It would be a very bad look if they actually altogether shut down shop. I know they've currently switched up their systems so where people are not signing for special deliveries and the likes of, and just, I don't know, digital signature or something like that. Whether that spooked a few dealers or not, I don't know. But, if a dealer has the goods but they're just having issues shipping the goods, I can understand it. But that doesn't seem to be the case. A lot of dealers, from what I've seen, don't have the goods. They're sold out with a lot. But I still find that hard to believe-ish because, there was a dealer I saw one day, everything down their shelves were full. Yeah, times were hard, but then their shelves have been cleared out. A very large dealer. So whether you can get it is the actual thing. Is spot price coming to tank is another one. Well, we've seen what's happening with the stimulus packages all around the world, and apparently markets go down. Things are looking great, or give the illusion of looking great. But I think this is different because you can't actually get it. Whereas with Bitcoin and stuff, you actually can purchase that. There's no, tight supply and the likes of, and the same with stocks. But here in the physical world, you're not able to get your hands on the stuff. So it's a different story altogether, isn't it? So, we don't know where we are and when we're going to be back in better times or spaces. But by the looks of things, it's not looking too good. You're looking at a minimum of 3 months. That's how they say on the news, free. You could technically write 2020 off, but whether we'll see a situation as we saw at, say, the beginning of the year, where stock was plentiful, regardless of where you went, they had what you wanted on the shelves. Will we be seeing that this time this year or any time this year is the big question. I don't have a clue, because I think the panicking isn't over with. We're at a point where we're now seeing bodies rack up, or death counts across the world. And I don't think people are watching that and thinking, I need to buy gold. But, those in the know what to do. And this is why it's tight across the world. And more supply chain also. So we have to see what that also does. But whether they're digging it out of the ground, melting it and passing it on, we still don't have no clear answers there. So it could go down to as low as it recently went in terms of silver and in gold. But I still think it's going to be kind of tight purchasing. There's always going to be the options of being asked a few times. There's eBay and the likes of that if you like to shop on there. Some people want more reputable dealers. There's always the Silver Forum. Links to that down below. There's a lot of buying and selling going on there from what I understand. Prices are pretty fair. Nothing too way out there. No one gouging or being over greedy. But when you're buying from an individual, you have to pay whatever they want. So it is what it is, really. But that's the way I see this. I think we may not see shelf stocked the way we did in the beginning of the year. So it's going to be very interesting to see, but I hope I'm wrong. So that's going to be that one. So is now a good time to sell? With all the panic going on, do you have excess stock, or do you want to jump out of one and get into another? Is now a good time to sell? Well, I understand a lot of dealers on eBay are having a field day, and people are buying. For me, as I've always said, I want to sell one and get into the other. So if I'm selling silver, I want to get into gold. So that's the way there. And I always want to be going from dealer to dealer for the easiest, just, smooth transactions. So, if you're selling a whole load of silver and then you're able to pick up a whole load of gold that they have, that's fantastic. that setup or scenario is not in place at the moment. So it's something where I'm comfortable enough where I can kick back and watch. I know a lot of people in these trying times, we don't know, if you toss a coin in the air, as I just did toss that on the floor, you want to wait till it lands and see what it's going to be, heads or tails. Currently, the current situation, I'll describe it as the coin still in the air flipping. So we don't know how we're going to land. So is it a good time to sell? Demand is there. If you like to take that little risk on the gauntlet, depending on how much you're selling, if it's not that much, then why not dip your toe in and see what it's like on the secondary market. I've heard no negative feedback with shady dealings, but that's always an option or a problem when you're on that type of platform. But is it a good time? Demand is high. So I would say, yes, it is a good time if you wanted to liquidate. I don't know what dealers are currently doing in terms of buyback of gold. That's something I may check in, tap in and see. I don't know what high premium's currently doing. Is it on people's radar or not? But I think whenever demand is high, as it seems to be, all dealers are damn near out. The stuff shelves are bare. Why is it not a good time? So it could very well be. If you have done some selling, please do let me know down below in the comments on how that is working out for you. Now we're getting to some more touchy things that have been brought up in regards to the current situation, the big C word, and that is, do you trust your monies in the bank currently? For myself, I don't have too much in the banks. Funny enough, I ain't got a lot of cash on the hip either. So everything I want, I have. And my partner, she's more, and I'm more rogue here. So I'll have more of the physical cryptos and all the other stuff some may frown upon and go real bunker down for all the stocks and surplus I've been showing. And she's more in the system wise. But even so, that's been slowly drawn out. But do I fear of a bank run? Would I do a bank run now? What I would say to that is, looking at the current situation where people are supposed to be quarantined, it's going to be very hard, especially in the UK, because, there's a lot more police and army about, and they've got the power to disperse crowds. So should something like that happen, I don't think it would technically be allowed. You've got the social distancing, but you can't have too many people congregating. So to the best of my knowledge, no banks have wobbly knees at the moment that would make somebody go and run and try to grab all their cash out. It's never a good look when you see people queuing outside banks. But if I was going to do that, or I had a lot in there, I would be drawing out now. Normally, you draw out a smart way to do it and do a large purchase of another asset. You could do, if you had, double digits in there, make a large purchase of this stuff here, but that's not even an option. So you're literally taking out and putting under the mattress, or just wondering where you're going to put it. You need to put it somewhere safe. Them holding it and you holding it is no different. I say you want to get out of it, if anything. And there's not that many assets right now to take it out of the bank and put into. So let me know down below. But for me, it's not a worry. Everything I need to have done with that series has been done and taken care of. But let me know if you are worrying about that. Next is going to be, what is the cause of this current coronavirus? What do I believe in? There's a lot of conspiracies out there, especially if you're down with a lot of these groups on Facebook or WhatsApp and stuff like that, and a lot's pushed out there, whether it's biochemical, man-made, is it down to all the 5G and stuff like that, and what my current thoughts on that. I think with a lot of those things, I've taken them all on board. I wouldn't have a clue. I'm not paying too much. I look at it and think, come on, 5G, I would not write off, most definitely not. And I know there's a lot of material out there in terms of the dangers of these masks that they're putting up and how bad they can be for someone. But I don't know. I look at that just off the top of my head and say, really? Are they going to really put something out there that's going to be able to cause a lot of harm and damage to people? They more likely would, being so blatant, doing it in plain sight. But I don't put much stock behind these things, whether it was a man-made biochemical weapon. Is still out there. Where it originated from, authorities don't seem to be focusing on that at the moment. It's not like, hey, we've got to find out where this came from. It's out there and it's causing the damage. So, whether that's man-made or not, that's just neither here nor there. Whether it's 5G related or not, once again, it's not nothing that is being looked into from any of the official sources. A lot of the, a mate of a mate of a mate and check this source here, but I would not write that off. But I'm not putting no weight or stock behind that either. You know, it just is what it is, and everybody needs to take whichever precautions or measures they're doing now to stay safe. If you're taking it seriously or you're not, then that really is what it is. So writing this one off, I would say, you know, is 2020 looking like a write-off? Is it going to be a void year? If things stay the way they do, then yes, you know, we've got a large cash injection coming soon, and a lot of people are applying for their grants and pay wages and slips, and I'm going to see what happens from there. But I think once cash lands and whoever's entitled to receive receives, we have to see from there, you know, whether, you know, the big C monkey on the back is really wreaking havoc in the background to stop everyday life from moving forward, or, you know, they can pull it out the hat. But I don't think it's going to be the case. I think it's going to go from, you know, good appearance, but really just mayhem in the background, and then whatever happens from there, the chips fall, or however it's going to play out, it's going to play out. But let me know whether you think 2020 is going to be a write-up down below in the comments. So I'm going to wrap this one up, guys, but please let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments, and also what your current game plan is if you're looking to purchase or sell. So hey, all love it, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you guys on the rebound.